Hey Midwest Conference fans, I'm Megan Dodrill here on Midwest Conference Media Day, and today I'm joined by Cornell College running back Tony Gomez. Tony, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
My first question for you, what are your individual and team goals for the season?
So individual goal this year, probably just stay healthy and have a good year. I mean, it's my senior season, so just trying to have a fun time with the guys, hang out with my teammates, and just have success for the team. For team goals, I think we're primarily looking at having a good shot to win the conference this year. This is the first time we have an older team, so I think we're a really good shot with a lot of experience. Coach Piper's fourth year now with the team and stuff, so we should have a good year this year.
Awesome, that kind of leads into my next question. As an incoming senior on an older team, how do you view your role on the team this season?
For me personally, I think I really need to step up as a leader this year. I did it a little bit last year. I was voted captain last year, thankfully, by the guys, and I had the privilege to do that. And I feel like having some junior captains last year really helped us learn last year about what the team is, what we need to do for the team, so that going into next year, we can complete those things so that we can be the best we can be as seniors for the rest of our guys and really get the guys motivated to go all the way if we can.
Awesome. What makes your team unique?
Uh, that's a tough question. I think for us, we have a lot of team chemistry. A lot of the guys get along well together. I mean, we're always around each other 24/7, whether it's at lunch, breakfast, dinner, workouts, practice. We're always together. So I think team chemistry is really building this year, especially with all the stuff Coach Piper has us doing during the off season. We have our leadership program. So we're competing against each other. We're doing all kinds of things with each other, community service, especially. So I feel like those things really build together, and our team chemistry is going to take us a long way.
Awesome. Tony, who do you think is the best leader on the team and why?
Best leader on the team. Uh, Probably one of the biggest leaders on our team is John Smith, our quarterback. I mean, he's done a lot of things. I mean, he didn't play his freshman year, but he came back and he started playing for us. He did really well for us. I mean, a lot of people didn't think he'd have a lot of success, but he took over the starting job and he's done very, very well. And I'm very proud of him myself. And I think next year he's come back for his fifth year. So I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people.
Awesome. Well, my next question, I'd like to start by saying congratulations on earning academic all district honors for the second year in a row. It's a
Thank
big
you.
deal. Yeah. So Cornell College has a pretty unique academic set. What is
Mhm.
the best part of being a student athlete at Cornell College, and how do you balance your academic responsibilities with your athletic commitments?
So I think the best thing is the block program, of course. And for those that don't know, the block program is taking one class at a time. So we take 8 classes throughout the year, and you take for 18 days of the week, you take one class. So that's probably the biggest thing that for my success being a student athlete is because I only have to take OChem and I only have to focus on OChem or I only have to focus on genetics. It's just that one class. So you're not stacking all these tough classes together. You're just taking that one tough class, and every class gets out of three. So it's really easy to balance your school life and your athletic life.
Awesome. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
My next question for you, Tony. As a running back, how do you prepare mentally and physically for the physical demands of your position?
that is tough. I always tell people that running back's the easiest but hardest position. It's easy because the plays are easy, the blocking scheme's easy. It's not tough to understand that stuff, but it's the hardest because you're getting hit every single play. You're literally signing up to get hit. And for me personally, my coach Chapman, our running back coach, he's always telling me, he's like, "Oh, you should have the cleanest jersey in the field." He's like, "You always like to get hit. You shouldn't be getting hit." But I love running to contact. I like hitting people. It's a lot of fun for me. But mentally prepare for that is just knowing that you can't be scared. You got to be able to go 100% all the time because if not, that's how you get injured. That's how bad things happen. So just knowing that it's going to be a physical game and being prepared for that is the best way.
I like it. No fear. Tony, this might be a bit of a hard question, but do you have a favorite game from last season that you can pinpoint?
Favorite game? I think my favorite game was against Illinois College. I know the score wasn't the best, but we did put we are that was probably our best offensive performance all year. And I think that's the first time as an offense we all came together between the O line, the running backs, wide receivers, and QB that we all played together. I mean, we put up 35 against a top four defense at the time, and they have some really good players on that team. So I was really proud of the accomplishments we had against them. It was just a fun game. I had a great time playing against them. I always love playing them. It's always tough.
Good. Sounds like you like a good challenge.
All right.
How has off-season training prepared your team for the season ahead?
Off-season training has been pretty good for us. During spring ball, we were working with Coach Lamb, our strength conditioning coach, and it's the first time he's had us for this off-season. So I think he's done a lot for us. He's done a lot more, changing our program up so that we're more prepared physically, doing a lot more athletic lifts, getting us going so that we're ready for when we come in the fall. I know it's a shorter fall camp this year, so I think he's done a great job preparing us for that.
Good to hear. Just a few more questions for you. Next one, how important is the support from your fans to your team's success?
I think our fan base is definitely growing. We do a lot of community service in the area around Mount Vernon, Cedar Rapids, Iowa City. So I think that's really helping us out a lot because we have more people showing up to games. Of course, you always have families at the game. They're tailgating. They're always cheering us on and stuff like that when we're walking out. And I think that's huge. When we walk out there, you see kids, you see your parents and stuff like that. That's definitely a big boost when you look up in the crowd.
Awesome. My last question for you today, Tony. What are you most excited about as season approaches?
I'm most excited to get back out there, start playing football again. I got 4 more months, and I'm just gonna give my all 4 more months with the guys on my team. I know a lot of the guys are excited. There's a lot of theirs last years. We have 20 something in our senior class. This is the first time we have primarily junior senior dominated team. So I think it's more exciting just what we can do. This is the first time we're gonna reach our potential and do all the things that we know we can do finally. So
Good to hear. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Tony.
thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, best of luck this season.
Thank you very much.